Hello and welcome back to the Pokemon 26 channel. So I'm just going to get right into it. I haven't been around for a couple of weeks. I've been busy in my personal life and in my professional life. I've been applying for a promotion, and I actually have an interview for said promotion this upcoming Wednesday. Fingers crossed that I get it. But I've been working on that, and I've also had, a few other things come up in my personal life that has kept me from recording. I was also at a point, I had a recording prior to this recording, where I felt like I was running into the same deck over and over and over again, and it, funnily enough, was the Snake Eyes deck that has been appearing quite a bit in the upper echelon of the game. And so I took a step back for a little bit, and I posted a poll on the community tab here on YouTube, and you guys voted, and you guys said you wanted more Masochist, even though I was feeling kind of burnt out on it at the time because of the frequency that I was running into the same deck over and over and over again. But I wanted to come back today, and I wanted to announce that the series is back on track. You know what? We'll count this as a Season 2 to the series. And after this portion of the video, I'm going to show you guys a supercut of me grinding from Bronze 5 all the way up to Gold 1, or Gold 5 rather. So now we're back to Gold 5, as you guys can see in the upper left-hand corner. And because of that grind, because I recorded all of it for you guys, I didn't open any of the packs that I got when I was winning those games. I wanted to save them for this recording, and because that supercut that I'm doing, I'm also condensing down, speeding it up. That way you guys don't have to sit through 4 hours of me playing games with no sound. I mean, I'll have some background music, but I didn't record any sound while I was recording those games. So without further ado, and welcoming Season 2 into existence here, we could also be seeing the dawn of a new deck. As I did just say, we have 15 Master Packs to open, and an untold number of tickets that we have to spend on other packs in the shop here. Let's get right... I get it. I've never touched solo mode. Get out of here. I accidentally clicked solo mode instead of the shop. But let's go ahead and jump right into our pack opening here. We're going to have 15 Master Packs, and then we'll see what our tickets get us after these 15. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. And this is the first time in this series that we get to do this. But we're opening up 10 consecutive Master Packs. Let's see what we can get. Let's see if we can maybe even build potentially a whole new deck. We've got Kaiba Man. That's pretty cool. We could pull Blue Eyes in the extra ticket packs. Then we've got the Phantom Knights of Shadow Vale. Target one face-up monster gains 300 attack and defense. When an opponent's monster declares a direct attack while this card is in your graveyard, special summon this card. In defense position, it's a 0 attack, 300 defense monster. Banish it when it leaves. Picari at Ignister. Then we've got Worm Illidan. Each time a card is set on your side of the field, place one worm counter on this card. You can remove 2 worm counters from this card to select one card your opponent controls and destroy it. That's actually pretty lit. I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible. Then we've got Therion Duke Yule. Silent Graveyard. Discard 1 card. Effects that activate in the graveyard this turn are negated. That's actually not bad. Adolce Crefissant. And then our final card in this pack is Saber Shark. For those that want to read it. I don't think anything in that pack really jumped out at me. That Silent Graveyard might be useful, but that's like the only one in that pack. I mean, to start this pack out, we've got Guardian Seal. Parallel Exceed. If we could pull more of this, that would be great. If we could pull one more of this, that would be fantastic. Then we've got Fog King. You contribute 1 monster or no monsters to normal summon, but not set this card. The attack of this card becomes the combined original attack Of the tributed monsters, neither player can tribute cards. Lion-Hearted Locomotive. I believe we have a few. I think we have a couple of other train cards. When this card declares an attack, its attack becomes half its original attack until the end of the damage step. So, realistically, you're just summoning this because it's got 2400 attack and it's in attack mode, and then you're sitting on it. I mean, you're not attacking with it, but not very many things are getting over that without, your opponent having to go into their extra deck. Flame Veil Magician gains 400 attack while you control an Ally of Justice monster. That was a really, Flame Veil, this period of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where Flame Veil and Ally of Justice were, coming out pretty frequently. I wouldn't say they were, big in the game or anything like that. There was only one ever Ally of Justice card that was ever any good, and that was Cataster. And even now, that's not even that great of a card anymore. Dark Eruption. Target one dark monster with 1500 or less attack in your graveyard. Add that target to your hand. Chosen of Zephyra. And Shiranui Spectral Sword Shade. I'm going to try to go through these packs a little bit quicker since we do have so many to open. We've got Super Heavy Samurai Thief, so we're adding to our Super Heavy Samurai count. Exo Sister Armament. Rescue Ace Fire Engine. I know the Rescue Ace cards are pretty good. Chaos Scepter Blast. It would be great if we were running a Dark Magician style deck. Fabled Raven. Gotta love the Fabled cards. Shout out to DZeef. Once per turn, you can discard any number of cards, and if you do, this card gains 1 level and 400 attack for each card discarded this way. That's actually not terrible. I remember Fabled Raven getting some play. Not necessarily competitively, but it was like a rogue, maybe even a side deck card for a little while. Because there were a lot of decks that revolved around discarding cards, and Fabled Raven was just a good way to discard a bunch of cards, make it gain because it's 400 attack for each card discarded, so you'd make it gain 1600 to 2000 attack, and it's a 3300 point beat stick at that point. Then you're just beating over one of your opponent's monsters. It also is a tuner, and like I said, a lot of the cards not a lot, but a few of the decks at the time were really wanting to discard their hands so that you'd get more, abilities from the discarding of the cards, even in the Fabled. But this was splashable in other decks. Then we got an Aramage Kananga. Hazy Pillar, and Appliancer Dryer Drake. Alright, this pack should have a super in it. Let's see. It's got 2. We got Zen Malfunction. And we've got Quillpin of Goldos. Vanquishing Light. As I've stated before on the channel, and as you guys have seen, I'm a huge Lightsworn fan. Infinitrack Brutal Dozer. So we actually got 2 of the, locomotive cards. Ooh. Fantastical Dragon Phantasme. If your opponent special summons a Link monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, draw cards equal to the number of Link monsters your opponent controls +1, then shuffle cards from your hand into the deck equal to the number of Link monsters they control. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a monster you control, you can discard 1 card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. That's actually pretty sick and will probably make the deck. Chronicle Sorceress. You can activate one of these effects based on the attributes in your graveyard. Light. You can send 1 Blue Eyes monster, or Blue Eyes White Dragon, or 1 card that mentions it from the deck to the graveyard. Dark. You do the same thing with Dark Magician. Then we've got Miracle Stone, which is a Fortune Lady super, so we're not using that. And the Bestial Aluber. This card's name becomes Fallen Valbaz while on the field or in the graveyard. If this card is normal special summon, you can discard 1 card, then target 1 dragon monster your opponent controls or in their graveyard and activate the appropriate effect. Send this card to the graveyard, and if you do, take control of that monster on the field until the end phase. Or send this card to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon that monster from the graveyard to your field. That is so situationally good, because there are a lot of Blue Eyes decks that run around on the ladder, so you could just be stealing their Blue Eyes from them. Cupid Pitch. I know this card's actually pretty good. Then we've got Valence Buster Baron, the Sanctified Dark Lord card, branded in Central Dogmatica, Therion Bull Ain, so we're getting quite a few Therion cards today, Ghost Trick Vanish, Virtual World Zai Z GG, and Mare. I don't remember this card being a 7-star. Maybe I'm thinking of a different seahorse. Cannot be special summoned except by the effect of a worm monster. During your main phase, you can reduce this card's level by 1, and if you do special summon one mini Mare token, you can only use this effect of Mare thrice per turn. Alright, and then we've got Lord British Space Fighter. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, activate one of these effects. This card can make a second attack in a row, target one set card on the field, destroy that target, and special summon one multi-token. Then we've got Gladiator Beast Noxious, Dark Nephthys, Rank Up Magic, Limited Variance Force, Super Nimble Mega Hamster, which is actually kind of funny. You can special summon one level 3 or lower beast monster from your deck in face down defense mode. Yosenju Senchu R, Speedroid Red-Eyed Dice. When this is normal or special summoned, you can target one Speedroid monster you control, except Speedroid Red-Eyed Dice, and declare a level from 1 to 6. It becomes that level until the end of the turn. Then we got Drak Giganato. Alright, we're just going to flip them all up, look, and see if we have anything cool. Adamancipator Seeker is actually pretty cool. If we had more of the Adamancipator cards, that is. We've also got another Yosenju card here, Yosenju Sujik. Crystron, his Malevolent Majesty. If this card is tribute summoned, you can destroy any number of face-up monsters your opponent controls whose combined attack is less than or equal to the original attack of the monster tributed to tribute summon this card. Then we've got Gadget Hauler, which is a Morphtronic card. Fun fact, pretty sure I've told you guys before, but I'm a huge Morphtronic fan. Up next, we got another Banisher of Radiance. That's pretty cool. Edge Imp Sabers is pretty cool. We've also got Metamorphosed Insect Queen. Cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned by a card effect. If another insect monster is on the field, your opponent cannot target insect monsters you control with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. At the end of the damage step, if this card attacks, you contribute one monster. This card can attack an opponent's monster again in a row. So not very good. But, I mean, still cool we got one. We actually pulled quite a few redos. We have an Evo Miracle. We have a Oboro Guruma. Clock Wyvern. Pretty cool pickup. Pack number 9 of 15. Let's flip them up. Shino Baroness Peacock. We've got a Lyrilusk Celestine Wagtail. DD Patrol Plane. During the end phase, if this card is currently banished and was banished this turn, you can banish one card from your hand, field, or graveyard, and if you do, special summon this card in attack position. You can only use the effect once per turn. Shino Baroness Peacock. We're never going to use it. Lyrilusk Celestine Wagtail. If this card is special summon, you can add one Lyrilusk. Yeah, not going to use that. Vision Hero Witch Raider. To tribute summon this card face up, you can tribute traps you control as well as monsters. When this card is normal summoned, you can destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls. You cannot special summon monsters during the turn you activate this effect, except hero monsters. I believe we are going to definitely add Vision Hero Witch Raider to the deck. Marincess Seahorse. I don't think we need that for anything. Contact Out's not really needed, nor is Captain Gold. And then Regretful Rebirth. When a monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, target that monster, special summon it face up defense position, but it is destroyed during your end phase. Then we've apparently got an ultra rare in this pack. Flip them up. Ooh, Tier Elements Rhino Heart. So obviously this card won't be useful unless we get more Tier Elements cards, but still cool to see. And we've got Fiendish Portrait, Arsenal Summoner, Gaia the Midnight Sun, Indomitable Gladiator Beast, Junk Blader, Worm Rakuye, and Rescue. Alright, not a bad 10 packs. Not great, but not bad. Then we've got 5 more that we're going to open. Let's see if we can pull anything in these last 5 that might make our deck. I'm going to definitely look at my cards and see what we've got. Ooh, another Triple Burst Dragon. And a Raid Raptor Satellite Cannon Falcon. Don't think I'm going to be getting that out anytime soon. But we did get another Raid Raptor card in the pack here in Linnaeus. And then we get 4 more packs to open here. I love the triple lightning strike, and then it's looking like maybe we get another super rare in this pack. And we do in Megalith Aeratron. Definitely not the card we were looking for. We did pull another Lionhearted Locomotive. We pull a Mausoleum of White, which is pretty okay. We also got a Gen X Searcher. Oh, man. So we've kind of got a bit of like a machine strategy broiling in our packs that we have. I'm gonna have to definitely take a closer look at all the cards I have after this episode and build a deck and come back swinging next episode that you guys see. Also, I do want to mention there was a point in, or not a point, but there was when I set up that poll on the community tab, a couple of people that said they would like to see a video game, like a Yu-Gi-Oh RPG style video game from back in the day on the channel. I'll also do my best to bring that to you guys as well. I'm working on figuring out which game I want to do first, but that will also be coming to the channel. So please be sure to stick around for that. I got a copy of Copy Plant there. And this is the final pack of the Master Pack opening, and then we will open our tickets. Ooh, we got a Sword Soul Strategist Longwan. We got an Amaterasu. During either player's turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets this face-down monster, you can change this card to face-up defense position. Draw 1 card. If this card is flip face-up, banish all other cards on the field once per turn during the end phase. If this card was flip face-up this turn, return it to the hand. That's pretty wild. Then we've got a Malefic Stardust Dragon, a Sargasso Lighthouse, Dogu, little guy. During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there by an opponent's card effect this turn, while in your possession, you can add from your deck to your hand 1 monster with a different level from the monsters you control and the monsters in your graveyard. That's not terrible. Boot up Admiral Destroyer Dynamo. He is a gadget monster. And we've got like 5 or 6 copies of this card now on this account. Like, it's crazy. I think it's actually like 4, but still. Alright, so we've got a few more packs to open in the Legacy Pack section here. I have 17 packs, it looks like. So we've got 17 packs here to go through. We'll cut through these pretty quick. Looks like we did have at least 1 UR. Introduction to Gallantry. Activate only when your opponent has 5 or more cards in their hand. Your opponent discards 1 random card. Mimic. If your opponent controls a monster you control... if your opponent controls a monster and you control a level 3 monster, you can special summon this card. You can only special summon Mimic once per turn this way. So I guess that's a way to set up a rank 3 strategy for Exceeds for sure. Curse of the Masked Beast and Fox of Fire. The Bewitching Phantom Thief and Kangaroo Champ. Alright, we got a Invader of Darkness. Not bad. Your opponent cannot activate quick play spells. And a Cybernetic Cyclopene. While you have no cards in your hand, this card gains 1000 attack. We could get our very first usable Blue Eyes from this if we pull the Blue Eyes in the Ultra Rare pack. Yeah. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, gain life points equal to the defense of the destroyed monster. And Performapal Spring Goose. I think we've got quite a few Performapal cards now. I'm going to need to look into that for sure. We've got Fiend Sword and Invigoration. I always really loved Fiend Sword. I thought it really looked like Flame Swordsman's sword. Fire Reaper and Mystical Sheep number 1. Mirror Gate. I used this card quite a bit when I was a kid because I didn't have Mirror Force and I didn't know how to, buy cards online. When an opponent's monster declares an attack targeting a face-up elemental hero monster you control. And Disc Fighter. If this card attacks a defense position monster with defense 2000 or more, destroy the monster with this card's effect without applying damage. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pack number 9 of 17. Fabled Ashen Veil, another Fabled card, and Archfiend's Awakening. That's actually really cool. I really love that artwork. Summon Skull is one of my favorite Legacy cards. Probably my favorite of all time. And we got a Sophia, Goddess of Rebirth. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by banishing one face-up Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, and Xyz monster from anywhere on the field. And cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card's special summon cannot be negated. When this card is special summoned, banish all other cards from both players' hands, fields, and graveyards. Cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this effect's activation. That is insane, but the summoning requirements are almost never going to happen. Alright, we got 7 more packs, and then I will leave you guys with the remaining footage of me going through the duels to get back up to gold to set up for the next episode as we pull an Elemental Hero Ice Edge and a Performance of Sword rather. Dark Elf is cool. Disenchanter. Once per turn you can target one face-up spell on the field, remove one spell counter from anywhere on the field, and blah. Yeah. Something we're not going to use. Gymnite Garnet. This guy's pretty popular. And Tinkabito Shien, that's our second copy of that. So we might have a super or better in this pack. Just kidding. We got a Kishido Spirit and a Goblin Fan. I mean, that can be kind of good against tier limits. Although they don't really have flip effects, I don't believe. Lineage of Destruction and Raging Earth. I had so many copies of Raging Earth growing up. Black Terra and Stop Defense. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, except by being destroyed by battle, return it to the hand. Nothing special there. And our final pack of our Legacy packs here. We've got Elemental Hero Flash and Blackwing Kogarashi the Wanderer. Alright guys, so if you will, please like and subscribe for more videos just like this one. I've got the next episode I'm going to be recording right after this. So please be sure to subscribe and stick around because I've got more for the Season 2 of Masochist coming. And like I said, I've got a supercut if you guys want to watch. It's not really a supercut, but it's like a sped up cut of the duels to going from bronze to gold. So if you guys want to stick around and watch that, I'm going to put some music on, just some background tunes, and I'm going to let that play. But yeah, you guys enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.